This program is brought to you by the Genesis Communications Network, a world leader in talk radio since 1998. Visit GCNlive.com today.
To the Naseema Omer Show. I am Naseema, your host, and I have a fantastic program arranged for you today. I get to interview Deborah Wakefield, APR, which is Accreditation in Public Relations, expert VP of Communication and Public Relations for CityPass. And the reason I'm so excited to share her information and her with you is because I was just so tickled by finding the CityPass in Seattle when I attended a business trip about a couple of weeks ago, and I was, as I am, most of the things are done kind of like at the last minute sometimes because I keep myself so busy. I was frantically trying to see, okay, what can we do to find, that's me and Ted Anderson because he came along with me on this business trip as well, in a short amount of time without having to do too much work ourselves yet get a great deal and bargain. And that's when I came upon CityPass Seattle over the internet. You are listening to Naseema Omer Show. If you missed the show live or catch it halfway, you can always listen to the archive files by going to NaseemaOmer.com and or GCNlive.com. That's Genesis Communication Network Live.com. We have a special surprise to announce here. We'll be having a giveaway as well, so stay tuned. Hi, Deborah.
Hi, Naseema.
Oh, thank you again so much. I'm so excited. I wrote a note to Gloria, I believe it was, just as, customer feedback or consumer feedback, and then she got back to me so promptly and connected me with you. So I really appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to be on my show here and share the information with all our listeners. So I want to tell the audience a little about you, and then we'll have you kind of elaborate a little bit more on that. Deborah Wakefield is VP of Communications and Public Relations for CityPass, where she oversees various media relations programs and sits on the CEO advisory panel. Since joining CityPass in 2010, Wakefield has worked with more than 3,600 international and domestic journalists and helped to launch 2 new CityPass destinations. She has extensive experience and background, and I have all her information under About Guest in my Facebook event invitation if you'd like to read more, and she will talk a little more about it herself as well. But what I want to particularly share as well is, oh my gosh, she is so organized. Deborah, you are amazingly organized.
Well,
and you
I try to be.
And you're such a great communicator. I'm learning from you already. Oh my gosh. Tell me a little more about you and what excited you to join CityPass.
Well, I actually started off as a newspaper reporter many years ago, and I was doing political reporting, which I wasn't too excited about. It wasn't quite as interesting as it is right now in the political landscape. But I got out of newspaper writing and took a job doing public relations and PR writing for a tourism bureau in Virginia. And I did that for about 10 years there, loved it. the tourism industry is so fantastic because when people travel, they're looking to have fun. So all the people who you interact with, they're looking to have a good time. They're in a positive mood. It's a really fun energy to find yourself immersed in. And so when I moved to the West Coast, back to Portland, closer to my family, I took a position with Travel Portland, which is the tourism office that promotes the city of Portland, Oregon. Mm-hmm. And I was there for 17 years before City Pass came calling and said, hey, would you like to work for us? And I took some time to look into the company. I was very happy where I was, wasn't looking to move. But what I found with City Pass was just such an excellent company run by two people, two gentlemen who founded it. They still both own it equally. And they really had a lot of programs and things in place for their employees. They look out for their people. They're terrific. And the product was great too. So I made that leap.
Oh, wonderful. I'm happy you are there too, because can you tell, I really loved the experience I had with City Pass, and I am a bargain shopper. Not that I have too much time to shop, so I liked it because I could get the information at my fingertips, really. And I was just browsing on the internet and using search engines, etc., and stumbled upon City Pass. And then, of course, as most consumers would do, I would imagine, would be to compare the prices for each individual attraction that's included in your little packet. And, of course, I did that real quick, and I said, whoa, it's a savings. And then my next thing was, do I have time to catch all these attractions? And it was just perfect for the amount of time I had allocated for my fun trip on this business trip. So, you are in, how many locations are you now? In over 12, right?
Well, City Pass is available in 12 destinations. We have 10 cities and then 2 areas. The Southern California area, and that's basically a theme park pass because it includes a 3-day Disneyland Resort park hopper ticket and then 1-day admissions to Legoland, California and SeaWorld San Diego. And then we also have a Tampa Bay area pass, and that includes attractions in Tampa, Clearwater, and St. Petersburg in Florida.
Okay. Well, how is it that you can offer such savings? I mean, really, it's almost 50% off the regular price. I mean, that's how much a person can save. And in addition to that, everything is at it's one shop stop, and you don't have lines to stand in many spots because you get VIP treatment. So how is City Pass able to do that? Do you contract with all these different destination places?
We contract with all of the attractions individually. And Mike Gallagher, who's one of our owners, he spent about 25 years working in theme parks. So he knows how to market attractions. He's always putting the attractions first, giving them the most prominent placement in all of our marketing. And so he sees it as a hand-in-hand partnership with the attraction. So it's not just City Pass making money by selling the tickets. He feels we're successful if the attraction's attendance goes up, if their gift shop revenues are better, if more people are eating in their cafe. Mm-hmm. He really wants people to come, stay, and really immerse themselves in the attraction, and that's why none of our ticket booklets have more than 6 tickets. New York is our biggest ticket booklet. It has 6 attraction tickets. Most of the other cities have between 5 and 4, and that's so that you don't rush from place to place. You get to take your time and not feel rushed.
Well, stay tuned. We will be right back. I hear that music, and we will hear more about City Pass and the giveaway on today's show. So Deborah, so really in Seattle, when I went over there, we had 5 attractions. And you know what I really liked too is, if I may mention them, like the attractions that were included in that booklet were the Space Needle, the Seattle Aquarium, and I may butcher the pronunciation of this word, but Argosy Cruise Harbor Tour.
Perfect.
And then the 4th choice was choose one or the other. And I love that option. It was either the EMP Museum or the Woodland Park Zoo. And then the 5th one was also choose one of the Chihuly Garden?
Chihuly, yeah.
Okay. And Glass or the Pacific Science Center. And so I loved having that option too. It just made me feel like I had so much liberty at my choices, even going further into the savings.
You know, most of our choice tickets, which is what we call them, are for attractions where one might really be attractive to families with smaller children, and the other would be more attractive to adults traveling on their own or with older children. So that's why you see EMP Museum, which is the music museum. That skews a little bit older in terms of teens and adults, and Woodland Park Zoo, of course, is perfect for families with small children, and the same with Chihuly Garden and Glass and the Pacific Science Center. Science Center is very family-oriented, very learning-oriented, and Chihuly Garden and Glass might be, it's a fantastic, beautiful facility. All these wonderful artworks by glass artist Dale Chihuly, but for really young children, it might not be as interesting.
Right. Oh, it was just spectacular. If anyone has a trip planned to Seattle or you're looking for a really nice place to go see all these things, it's just beautiful. It's breathtaking, all those. Are they called sculptures? What are those called? Like little things made out of glass and all over the place. It's just amazing.
Can I tell you my favorite thing about the Seattle City Pass?
Yeah.
I don't know if you got to take advantage of this, but the City Pass ticket to the Space Needle gives you 2 trips to the top within 24 hours.
Yes, I didn't realize that until I got over there, and I'm trying to decide whether I want to see it during the daytime or the nighttime. Stay tuned to hear what I do next.
Paid non-attorney spokesperson Adam Pileski of the Pileski Law Firm with principal office in Houston, Texas is the attorney responsible for the content of this ad. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of a lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention Xarelto users. If you or a loved one took Xarelto and suffered a serious bleeding event, you may be entitled to financial compensation. Xarelto is a popular prescription blood thinner used to prevent blood clots and protect patients from strokes. These serious bleeding events have led to numerous cases of hospitalization and even death. Phone lines are open 24/7. Call 800-261-0937. That's 800-261-0937. To a professional trader in precious metals, the key is spot price. Spot price is market price, what gold or silver actually costs on the exchange. Regular people looking to invest never get spot price because resellers add fees for everything: refining, minting, brokerage costs, commissions. The public is never offered spot price until now. In a limited new customer outreach, JM Bullion offers you the chance to own a 10-ounce bar of pure silver at spot price. No fees, commissions, markups, not even a shipping cost. Now, through JM Bullion, own the most real investment of all at real cost. Not a piece of paper from Wall Street or a bank. A 10-ounce bar of silver at spot price. That's a solid investment. But you must act now. Go online to realpricesilver.com for this limited time offer. That's realpricesilver.com. realpricesilver.com. Limit one offer per household. 50 United States only.
This is Dan Pilla. Do you owe the IRS money you can't pay? Are tax debts crippling you? I've defended people from the IRS for over 30 years. I've helped thousands, and I can help you too. I wrote the book on IRS settlement, and I'm telling you, There's no such thing as a hopeless case. Call 800-34-NO-TAX to finally get free of IRS debt. With the IRS's new programs, there's never been a better time to solve your problem. Call 800-34-NO-TAX. That's 800-34-NO-TAX, or my website, danpilla.com.
This is an alert. If your business or church is building this year, you're about to pay more than you should. This could mean thousands of dollars more for your office, retail space, church, or warehouse. A General Steel building can save you as much as half the cost and time of similar conventional construction. And we're offering rebates of up to $20,000 to help you build today. Call General Steel for free information that could save you thousands. Call 866-91-STEEL. 866-91-STEEL. 866-91-STEEL.
Are you one of the millions of Americans who suffer from digestive issues like heartburn, acid reflux, IBS, and constipation? Probimune is your answer. Probimune is a brand new probiotic that has been scientifically proven to deliver high quantities of viable good bacteria to your gut to boost your digestive system and improve your overall health. This unique, powerful blend of probiotic strains, coupled with our industry-leading proprietary fermentation process, delivers a maximized bacterial colonization to the gut that no other probiotic can match. Start improving your health today. Visit younghealth.com or call 800-396-9024. Use coupon code DIGEST to receive 15% off first-time orders. Maintaining digestive health is crucial to the body's overall well-being. Don't suffer from negative effects of poor digestion any longer. Order today. younghealth.com or call 800-396-9024.
Worried about lead, fluoride, and other contaminants in your drinking water? Get a ProPure with the Pro 1G 2.0 cleanable reusable filter and remove up to 200 contaminants. Drink water the way nature meant it to be. Clean, crisp, and refreshing. See the complete line of ProPure products, including the new ProMax shower filter. There's a ProPure for you. Visit your authorized ProPure dealer for details or ProPureUSA.com. That's ProPureUSA.com.
You are listening to the Naseema Omer Show, produced by Genesis Communication Network. I am Naseema, your host, and I'm interviewing and having a great conversation with Deborah Wakefield, VP of Communications and PR on City Pass, about Seattle, with Seattle in focus. And just before we went on break, I was talking to the ticket person about, is it better to see the Space Needle in the daytime or the nighttime? And I was trying to catch it at that sunset sweet spot time, which I did the first trip there. And then I found out that I can come back the very next day and avoid standing in line completely and not have to reserve a time slot either. That was fantastic. Now, how did you guys think of that?
Well, we had a lot of people in the same predicament as you. They wondered, should I go up in the daytime so I can really see the city and the mountains and Puget Sound, or should I wait until nighttime when you have this romantic lighted skyline? So several years back, we talked to the Space Needle about making our ticket a day-night ticket so that people didn't have to make that choice. I usually tell people go early in the morning when it's, just open, not too busy yet, really get the lay of the city, and then you can come down, and so many of our other attractions are within walking distance of the Space Needle. EMP Museum is right next door. Chihuly Garden and Glass is right next to that, and then Pacific Science Center just a few steps away. So you can do some of the other attractions and then come back after the sunset and really get to see that beautiful, romantic, lighted skyline. So you don't miss out.
Right. Oh, I was just so thrilled. And then I felt like I'm getting more of a bargain. I don't get one ticket. I get two tickets really included in one.
We also do that with the Empire State Building in New York City. So you can go twice in the same day. And again, I usually recommend that people go in the morning, right? When it first opens, it's not too busy then. And the Empire State Building is open until 2 a.m. every single day. And the last elevator goes up around 1:15 a.m. And if you're up there after midnight, it's a whole different feeling because the city's still alive around you, but there aren't that many people on the observation deck. So you feel like it's kind of your own private observation deck overlooking beautiful New York City.
Darn, I missed the City Pass in New York City. I was there not too long ago for another business trip, actually, and I should have padded on some extra days and looked into what the possibilities were. But next time, something to look forward to.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. And you mentioned everything in the Seattle being right there in the vicinity, and then the walk along the harbor is just amazing, and you can see the Puget Sound, and the walk actually to the cruise harbor tour, the Argosy cruise harbor tour, is right there as well. It's not too far.
Right, and you can walk through Pike Place Market.
Yes.
To get down to the waterfront, and that's a destination in and of itself. It's a wonderful marketplace, lots of fresh fish and flowers and one-of-a-kind vendors selling things. So I always recommend people walk down to the waterfront through the market.
Yes, absolutely. That is amazing.
And you can use all the money you saved on City Pass to buy something fantastic.
It is tempting, let me tell you. And especially most of the vendors are local vendors, with amazing things that they offer for sale. Yep. So, Deborah, have you been to every of these 12 cities? I mean, you must love traveling.
I love to travel for fun. Sometimes traveling for business can be a bit wearing, but I do love to go for fun. I've been to all of our destinations except Boston. For some reason, I haven't been able to get there, but Seattle, I also went to school in Seattle. I went to the University of Washington, and that was our very first City Pass destination. We launched in 1997, and our owners had passes in San Francisco, California, and Seattle, Washington. And the Seattle Pass took off immediately. It was a huge success from the get-go. The San Francisco Pass bombed. It just wasn't selling. And our owners went back and did some research and found out it was because the cable cars weren't on the pass.
Interesting.
And the cable cars are the number one visitor attraction in San Francisco.
Yes, stay tuned, everyone. We hear that music, Deborah. I can't wait to hear more once we get back. After this.
Are your Google search results killing you? Unflattering content in blogs, news articles, online reviews, social media, or other sources can jeopardize your reputation, your business, and your livelihood. Let Reputation.com help. Our patented technology will make the truth about you more visible while pushing down unwanted negative content. Improve your Google search results. Call Reputation.com at 1-800-831-0771 for a free consultation. That's 800-831-0771.
Introducing the fastest-growing digital currency company in the world, OneLife. With over 2.1 million members, OneCoin is becoming the most powerful force in digital currency. It reached over $1 billion in revenue in its first year. No other company has accomplished such an impressive feat. Now you can achieve financial independence with the strength of OneLife. Find out how to build your financial dreams. 877-933-4747. 877-933-4747. Dedicated to helping you create financial abundance.
Are you worried about your mom or dad living alone in their house? Hi, I'm Joan London. Listen, I know how difficult it is to find senior care for someone you love. That's why I recommend a free service called A Place for Mom. They are the nation's largest senior living referral service. Call A Place for Mom today.
To receive free information on senior living communities in your area, call A Place for Mom at 1-800-704-6182.
A Place for Mom offers free one-on-one advice from local advisors and a personalized list of senior living communities you can visit. If you have questions about senior care for your mom or dad, there's a place for answers, A Place for Mom.
Call A Place for Mom in the next 10 minutes to get your free ebook on financing senior care as well as free information on senior living communities in your area. Call 1-800-704-6182. That's 1-800-704-6182.
Think about this. Your community's aging water infrastructure systems are very likely to be contaminated with heavy metals like lead, disinfection chemicals like ammonia, chlorine and chloramines, and pharmaceuticals like statins, pain meds, and antidepressants. And no, water treatment plants are not equipped to filter these pharmaceutical toxins out. Protect your family's water supply with the trusted Big Berkey water filter. New NSF EPA-certified lab tests show Big Berkey water filters remove chloramines, pharmaceuticals, BPA, pesticides, bacteria, and viruses, all forms of fluoride, and much more. Big Berkey water filters are the original and most trusted on the market, the gold standard in water purification, and our filters last for years at less than 2 cents per gallon. Big Berkey, the one powerful enough to purify stagnant pond water. Get your Big Berkey today. Call 1-877-99-BERKEY or click BigBerkeyWaterFilters.com. That's 1-877-99-BERKEY. Big Berkey Water Filters, for the love of clean water.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, the inventor of MyPillow, and like all of you out there, I had problems sleeping. Pillows would go flat, I would flip-flop all night long, I would wake up with a sore neck, maybe a headache, or feel like I needed a nap even though I slept 8 hours. When I invented MyPillow, I wanted it to where you could move the patented fill to give you the exact support you need as an individual, regardless of sleep position. MyPillow will get you into that deep REM sleep faster, and you will stay there longer. It's not about how much time we spend in bed, it's about how much of that quality sleep we get. I do all of my own manufacturing right here in the United States. I have a 10-year warranty. You can wash and dry my pillow, and I give you a 60-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. And here's my best offer ever. You can buy one of my pillows and get one absolutely free.
Go to mypillow.com or call 800-870-0305 and use promo code GCN. That's mypillow.com or 800-870-0305 with promo code GCN.
My name is Don Wiskin, and at 42 years old, I suffered a massive heart attack, lost 35% of my heart to damaged tissue, and was supposed to spend the rest of my life on disability. What did I do? I took Extendivite, a garlic and cayenne mix of 7 herbs which rebuilt my heart and gave me back my life. For over 17 years now, I have made this formula available to you, so you don't have to suffer the same thing I did. Clean your blocked arteries and strengthen your heart and boost your natural immune system. I'm 60 years old now and I still work every day. To get your Extendivite, call 1-877-928-8822. That's 1-877-928-8822 or visit heartdrop.com. Extendivite is only $69.95 for a 2-month supply of either capsules or liquid.
Extend your life with Extendivite.
Omer Show, website NaseemaOmer.com. I'm going to give you my email address here. I know it's a mouthful and a spellful, so please visit my website and you can contact me that way or through gcnlive.com. Find my show on the show list and contact me that way. You need to write an email to me if you want to win a ticket of City Pass Seattle donated by City Pass through Deborah Wakefield. Thank you so much for that lovely, lovely donation and gift, Deborah. I'm so excited. And the first person who emails me saying why you want to win this ticket and why Seattle wins the free complimentary ticket of City Pass in Seattle. How wonderful is that? So again, my website is NaseemaOmer.com, and that is spelled N as in Nancy, A as in Apple, S as in Sam, E as in Edward, E as in Edward, M as in Mary, A as in Apple for Naseema. O as in Orange, M as in Mary, E as in Edward, R as in Red.com. That's NaseemaOmer.com. Deborah, just before we went on break, you were telling me about the findings of San Francisco back in 1997 or 1998 when you found out that, why is San Francisco perhaps not taken off as well with the City Pass as, San Francisco as well as Seattle? And the reason was about cable cars. So can you please elaborate on that as to how did that impact the liftoff for City Pass in San Francisco?
Well, the whole philosophy behind City Pass is not to put every single attraction we can find on the pass, because that becomes overwhelming for the visitor. You have to wade through 40 or 50 things to do. So what our owners do is they only invite the top attractions in terms of out-of-town attendance to be part of the pass. And so, of course, in Seattle, we had the Space Needle, which is their number one attraction, and that pass took off and was going great. San Francisco, we did not have the cable cars on the pass, and the pass just wasn't selling. So, again, Mike Gallagher, one of our owners, decided, well, we have to have the cable cars on if that's the number one thing that people want to see and do when they're in San Francisco. So he sat down with Muni, which is the public transit authority for San Francisco, and he said it took him 25 meetings to finally get to someone who said, okay, we'll do it.
Wow.
He's incredibly tenacious. And once the cable cars were added to the San Francisco City Pass, it also took off. And that pass includes a 7-day cable car and Muni bus passport. So you can ride the cable cars, the Muni buses, the light rail, the historic vintage trolleys, as many times as you want, as often as you want in San Francisco for a full 7 days. You just show your City Pass ticket booklet when you get on board.
Oh, I love San Francisco area. It makes me want to schedule a business trip over there again.
I was just there last week, and it was beautiful.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, so you know what I do is I either pad on a couple of days before or after my trip, and it's all worth it. And, wow, that's wonderful. So, explain how the city booklet or pass works. I mean, I know that from the Seattle perspective, but can you help our listeners understand why is it a time saver and how is it activated and how long is it good for, etc.?
Sure. So, basically, City Pass is a booklet of tickets. And these are your actual admission tickets to each attraction. It's not a coupon or a voucher. So that's why you save time. You already have your tickets in hand, so you don't stand in the ticket line to purchase a ticket. You go straight to whomever is taking tickets. And sometimes it's the member window where there's never a long line. Sometimes it's just right to the turnstile as it is for Disneyland, SeaWorld, and Legoland. But once you make your purchase, you have all your tickets in one easy little booklet. They're all right there. It is all the top attractions in terms of out-of-town visitation. So especially for a first-time visitor, it's lovely to have a City Pass because you know you're going to see the top things in the city and you're not going to get back home and say, oh, my gosh, I forgot to go to the Empire State Building. It's all right there, and it acts as sort of a little mini itinerary for you. Mm-hmm. For all of our destinations except Southern California, the pass is valid for 9 consecutive days. So when you use the first ticket in the booklet, the ticket is considered activated. And then you have 9 consecutive days to use all your remaining tickets. For Southern California, we extend that to 14 days because Southern California is a big place. Mm-hmm. And if you go, you might want to do a couple days at Disney and maybe a couple days at the beach and then go to Legoland, maybe visit LA and Hollywood, and then go to SeaWorld. So we give you some extra time for Southern California just because it is such a a large destination.
Mm-hmm. You know, an interesting thing that I'm glad I read the booklet. And, you know, sitting on the plane is a perfect time to read it if you don't get time to read it ahead of time. You know, more information about it till you actually pick your booklet up and then read about it some more as you're traveling to your destination, etc. Was that do not tear the ticket off the booklet. I almost did that just because I was trying to lighten my carrying bag, you know, my little bag. And I said, no, I can't tear the ticket or it'll be invalid. So remember, everyone, once you have your ticket book, keep all the tickets in the book unless the ticket master or someone checking that takes it away from the book.
Right. And because the date of your activation is on the front of the booklet, so if they don't have the booklet, they don't know if the ticket is still valid or not.
Right.
And the booklets, for your listeners, are not that heavy.
No, it's not that heavy. No, and that's not what I implied. Yeah. You should see my bag. I always have stuff in it, and so it was like any little teeny thing. No, it's not heavy. It sounded like you did exactly what everyone should do before they buy a city pass, and that is you decided what you wanted to see in the city. Mm-hmm. You looked at what the prices were to purchase individual tickets, and then you compared that to City Pass. And we actually have on our website a place where visitors can go and look at the individual prices for each attraction and then compare that to City Pass. Mm-hmm. Because if you're only going to go to, say, the Space Needle, and you can't or don't have time to do anything else, it doesn't make sense to purchase a City Pass ticket booklet. You should just buy an individual ticket. But if you're going to see 3 or 4 attractions, then definitely. For Seattle, for example, you can save 50% off what it would cost to buy each ticket separately. For New York, it's 40%. I think for Chicago and Tampa Bay this year, it's 53%, so over half off. But you just need to make sure that the things you want to do are the tickets included in the booklet, because we never want someone to buy a booklet and then be unhappy because they aren't going to see or do those things. Absolutely. And, you know, what is your direct website that people can access to look at all this information for each of these 12 states for the City Pass?
It's just citypass.com, CITYPASS altogether. .com, and we'll have information on all 12 of our destinations, all of the 77 attractions that are part of City Pass, the savings model and comparison so you can see if it's a good value for your particular trip, travel tips about each of the destinations too. And you can either purchase your ticket booklets online, and we'll ship them anywhere in North America to your home, your office, or your hotel, or you can purchase an e-voucher, and you just download that e-voucher. You take that to the attraction. They take the voucher and give you your booklet then. And that's for people who like to plan ahead like me. I always have everything all sorted out before I leave home. But if you're more of an extemporaneous traveler and you do things off the cuff, you can also purchase your City Pass ticket booklets at the admission window of any of our attractions. They sell it right there. It's the same price whether you buy online or buy in person at the attraction, so there's no penalty for waiting to buy at the last minute.
Wonderful. And, you know, I did feel very special, as did my colleague, Ted Anderson, who was traveling with me, because in some of these places, they actually have another area for City Pass holders and a very, very little wait time, if any wait time. And so we get treated like VIPs, really.
and isn't that wonderful? Everyone likes to be treated like they're a VIP.
Yes.
No matter how much money you might have, it's always nice to get a good travel value and to feel like you've saved money and you've been a smart shopper. And then to add on top of that the fact that, I'm going in this special line and people are still outside buying their tickets and I'm already in and I'm having fun. I mean, that's That's terrific too. That really adds to the fun and the happiness that comes out of vacations, because nobody wants to spend their vacation time standing in line.
Exactly. And that is one thing is I'd rather be looking at all the things or walking around over there instead of standing in line. I just had another thought, but it flew out of my head. Darn it.
It'll come back.
It'll come back. So about the ticket booklet, what I did too, as you mentioned, the special treat on the Space Needle is that you can visit it twice with one ticket, but you have to bring the ticket back. So once that ticket was detached, just to kind of keep everything in one spot, I just stuck that torn off ticket back into my booklet so I would not forget about it the next time I went up there in the Space Needle. And we have lots more to talk about in the very last segment, which is our shortest one, so please stay tuned. I hear that music, and we'll give away information on how you can win the tickets.
Dangerous blood clot device alert. If you or a loved one had an IVC filter placed to prevent blood clots from traveling to your heart or lungs and suffered an injury, you may be entitled to substantial financial compensation. The FDA warns that IVC filters may cause serious complications, such as heart or lung damage, internal bleeding, and even death. These dangerous blood clot devices can break, and the metal fragments can travel to your heart or lungs, causing serious injuries. If you or a loved one suffered organ damage or other injuries from an IVC filter, you may be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Act now. Time is limited to file a claim. For a free consultation and free information, call Injury Help Desk at 800-478-1507. 800-478-1507. 800-478-1507. This is an advertisement. Paid non-attorney spokesperson. InjuryHelpDesk.com is responsible for this advertisement. Principal office, Las Vegas, Nevada. Is negative content or comments on the web affecting your personal or professional reputation? Unfavorable comments, embarrassing pictures, videos, legal documents, and negative articles can ruin your personal life, your career, or your business. It happens a lot, and it's just not fair. But what can you do? ReputationDefender.com can help protect your good name. Get a free consultation now. Call 800-831-0771. That's 800-831-0771. Call right now for a free expert reputation analysis. It's easy to squash the unfair attacks with our patented system, and the analysis is absolutely free. Make the best things about you jump out in searches. Protect your personal and professional reputation, your business, and your income. Get your free reputation analysis from ReputationDefender.com right now. Call 800-831-0771. 800-831-0771. That's 800-831-0771. Or visit ReputationDefender.com today. Paid non-attorney spokesperson. Injury Help Desk is responsible for this advertisement. Principal office, Las Vegas, Nevada. This ad is not legal advice, and the choice of the lawyer should not be based solely upon advertisement. Services may not be available in all states. Attention prescription antibiotic drug users. Have you or a loved one suffered an aortic dissection, aortic aneurysm, or abdominal aortic aneurysm after taking the prescription antibiotic drugs Levaquin or Avelox? These popular antibiotic drugs have been prescribed more than 80 million times since 2004, and medical studies show an increased risk of the following injuries: aortic dissection, aortic aneurysm, and abdominal aortic aneurysm. If you or a loved one used the prescription antibiotic drugs Levaquin or Avelox and suffered from aortic dissection, aortic aneurysm, or abdominal aortic aneurysm, you may be entitled to substantial financial compensation. Act now. Time is limited to file a claim. You may be entitled to substantial financial compensation. For a free consultation and free information, call Injury Help Desk at 800-823-3851. 800-823-3851. 800-823-3851. The investment world isn't fair. A precious metals trader buys gold and silver at spot price. You pay his price plus fees, costs, and shipping. But today, you don't. Today, JM Bullion offers a 10-ounce bar of pure silver at spot price. No fees, no markups, no shipping. Invest in something real, not Wall Street paper. 10 ounces of silver at spot price. Visit RealPriceSilver.com for this limited time offer. One per household, 50 United States only. RealPriceSilver.com.
As a doctor, I see patients every day who are losing their vision and independence to age-related macular degeneration, also known as AMD. It's the leading cause of blindness in adults 55 and older. Some of us are at greater risk for AMD. If you have blurry vision or blind spots, they can be symptoms of AMD. If left untreated, it can lead to blindness. The good news? With early detection, AMD can be managed with effective clinically approved treatments that can reduce or even reverse some vision loss. Learning that you have AMD can be scary, but there's hope and help. The Foundation Fighting Blindness is researching and developing treatments and cures for AMD. To get your free AMD information packet, contact the Foundation Fighting Blindness today at 1-800-BLINDNESS. That's 1-800-BLINDNESS. Join the fight against AMD, because together there is a cure in sight.
Hunters, anglers, campers, and survivalists. Get back to nature. Expand your horizons with the highest quality, most versatile, unique slingshots and sling bows on the market at slingbow.com. Slingbow products are compact and models start from just $17.98. They're perfect for your bug-out bag or storing in your vehicle. Give yourself and your loved ones the excitement and tradition of slingbow. A new frontier in archery and truly modern twist on this primitive survival tool. Feel the thrill only at slingbow.com.
Listening to the Naseema Omer Show, produced by Genesis Communication Network. You can reach me by going to my website, naseemaomer.com, or to gcnlive.com and find me on the show list or the archives list and get a hold of me that way. You do want to get a hold of me by email for sure if you are interested in winning the ticket booklet pass to Seattle from City Pass, from a donation and a gift from Deborah, Wakefield, and City Pass. You need to write an email to me. Tell me why you want to see Seattle and why would you want the City Pass. And you will be the winner of the radio show prize ticket booklet from City Pass. We are in our last section, so I do want to tell you that I do have a YouTube channel called The Naseema Omer Show. Please go to it and find that. I'll have pictures of City Pass and different attractions of Seattle and things posted on there, so you can enjoy looking at pictures while you're listening to the audio file. Again, a wealth of information provided right here in the short hour, and you can always look for more information on citypass.com. That's citypass.com. Deborah, the last segment flies by so quickly, and I'm so excited to see that on your list you have Chicago, and then I want to talk a little bit more about New York as well. And Chicago now has a very special spot in my heart as well, because my son lives there, has been living there now for a couple of months due to his new position and job over there. And I was in Chicago just last Friday for a business trip. And I didn't have time allowance with me to plan on extra days this time, but I do intend to return over there several times this year and next. So tell us a little bit more about the Chicago and why is it one that you particularly enjoy as well?
I just think Chicago is a great city, especially if you're someone who likes to eat like me. You cannot get a bad meal anywhere in Chicago. It's got a great energy, and one of the reasons I like our pass there so much is that every single one of our City Pass attractions in Chicago has a VIP or express entry line for City Pass ticket holders. So you're never waiting in line. And we have great attractions. We have Shed Aquarium, Skydeck Chicago, the Field Museum, and then we have a couple of option tickets. One is between either the Museum of Science and Industry Chicago or 360 Chicago, which is another observation deck. And then you have a second option ticket between Adler Planetarium, or the Art Institute of Chicago. And again, all of those have VIP entry or fast-track entry for City Pass holders. And the savings this year on the Chicago City Pass over purchasing each ticket individually is 53%. So that's our highest savings this year.
Wow, that is an amazing package. I'll definitely have to take advantage of that for sure, along with my son, and we can kind of visit the highlights there easily. And tell us a little bit more. And by the way, I agree with you on the meal. I didn't have too much time to have many meals because my stay was just an overnight stay. But we stopped at a taco place. And oh my gosh, it was the stewed beef or shredded beef or something like that, very tender, and it was amazing. It was amazing. So I would have to agree with you. I can't wait to taste the different tastes in meals over there in Chicago. Tell me a little bit more about New York.
Our New York Pass, as I had mentioned when we were off here, is our most popular pass. That's the one we sell the most of, and obviously New York is a worldwide destination. People come from all over the world to visit, and about 3/4 of our City Pass ticket purchasers for New York are from Western Europe, Canada, Brazil, other parts of the world. So it's very popular for international travelers.
Wow, international travel. This is open worldwide. Go to citypass.com for more information. Thank you, Deborah, for taking your time and being on my show today. And thank you to all the listeners. Enjoy. Please share the files with your family and friends.
Are you tired of commuting to a job that makes someone else rich, working harder than ever, but getting nowhere? Do you hate spending hundreds of dollars every week on daycare, having someone else raise your children? With our opportunities, you can start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss, work from home, and live a happier life. At Be the Boss Network, you'll find hundreds of work-from-home opportunities that you can literally start today and be earning money as soon as next week. Go to freedom106.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You get to be the boss. Get out of the rat race. Work from home. Go to freedom106.com right now and change your life today. That's freedom, the number 106.com. Go to freedom106.com and start earning money as soon as next week. You be the boss. Go to freedom106.com.
Do you ever feel like you're being watched? Like someone or some company is tracking your every move online? I know I do. That's why I trust Private Internet Access VPN to keep me safe when I'm online. I use it to encrypt my traffic and use an anonymous IP address. Private Internet Access keeps your internet traffic safe from unwanted eyes so you can finally feel safe. $40 a year for peace of mind is a no-brainer. Sign up today at privateinternetaccess.com. Once again, that's privateinternetaccess.com.
We use mobile devices right against our bodies every day, but growing scientific evidence has emerged showing serious health risks associated with exposure to EMF radiation emitted from these devices. The solution is Defender Shield, the most effective mobile radiation shielding ever developed. Defender Shield blocks virtually 100% of EMF radiation from cell phones, tablets, and laptops, and starts at just $64.99. Buy now at DefenderShield.com. For 10% off, use promo code GCN. DefenderShield.com, the worldwide leader in mobile radiation shielding.